Well, Nick Cannon went viral with one of his podcasts with Dr. Cheyanne Bryant, I believe her name is.
Mm-hmm.
And this everybody was talking about it, so we decided to throw our own 2 cents in there too.
Here we go.
There.
But that's what you've been doing. But that allows you to stay in abandonment. That allows you to
I'm
stay
comfortable with my abandonment.
because you are in your dysfunctional norm that you've become comfortable
But
with.
it's worked. It's become a superpower.
But you've learned to survive in it. You're not thriving in that. That's not thriving. You're surviving in that.
Okay.
And so anytime you are surviving and not thriving, there is no cape. There is no superpower. There's no superpower in a lack of mental health. And there's no superpower.
But it's worked for me. Like you said, I mean,
you know why it
you
worked
read
for you?
me well.
You know why it worked for you?
Why?
You know why it worked for you? I'm going to go there, and it's probably going to be, okay.
Go ahead.
This is with
we got 2 minutes left in our first session.
With all due respect, seriously, to all the women that you've encountered, ladies, I'm saying this. The reason why it's worked for you is because you have chosen and to prey on low-functioning women who don't have the emotional intelligence. No, I'm going there. Who will allow you to do that, Nick? And when I say allow, it's not a control thing. When I say allow, I'm not saying that she sits across you and says, this is what you won't do, you're crossing a boundary. Nick.
I disagree.
Yes.
This is why I disagree. I mean, one, because
you're going to make sure, but you got to go in protection mode too.
But even what I'm saying, because you could say from all the high value women that I've ever
I didn't say high
experienced.
value.
But okay, I'm giving compliments. But I'm just saying
I'm like, wait a minute.
For the people who
are
even of them being, because first of
a
all,
low-functioning woman will allow you to function low with them. Nick, you could not function that low.
So this is,
Nick,
everyone's low functioning at some point in their life.
You cannot function low with a woman of my functioning, not because I'm superior. Not because I'm superior. Listen to me say this really quick. Not because I'm superior to any other woman, but because I do have leverage. I've been in my field for 17 years, so we get that. But I've done the work, meaning you won't have an opportunity to get hostile with me, and you may want to flee, but fleeing would not get you a payoff with me. Wait a minute.
I'm not the hostile individual.
This is that's my point. Did you hear what you just said? We said the same thing. You would never have the opportunity to get hostile with me.
Yeah, because I control myself.
Hold on. Okay.
I have full control of my. But in your sense, because that's what I'm saying. Because even only reason I say what I disagree, because at some point we've all been low functioning.
Yes.
And we have to accept that.
Yes.
So to label that is like, all right, well, at some point everybody's going to be in their low state. Everybody's going to be vulnerable. Everybody's going to feel empty.
But
everybody's going to yearn something.
Mental health,
and when it comes to relationships, the beauty of a great relationship is where I'm weak, you are strong. So therefore, I have dealt with some people that balance me and are equally yoked. And at times, have I been manipulative and prey on certain things? Yes, because I'm a man.
Right. But not all men do that. We don't want to blanket all men.
And I will take advantage.
Do not prey and manipulate. Not all men.
First of all humans prey and manipulate. But in a man in a relationship,
not in a praying way.
If I see that I can say, okay, I feel like I need this and this person has this, I'm going to do and say whatever I need to do to get that.
But Nick, again, law of attraction.
Man, listen. Oh my gosh. Woo. It was so much in that clip that was said. Okay, first of all, yes, all humans manipulate to some extent. It is a part of human nature to get what we want. But like she said, it's not in a praying way.
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get what I want. You got to have a point to which you won't go past.
Got to have some boundaries.
You can want something. Okay, I'm going to take it here. I'm a man, I'm a husband, that's my wife. There may be times
I already know where you're going with this.
I want the walls. I do. I better. If it come a time that I don't, something wrong. We need to have a conversation. She need to be concerned. So yes, there are gonna be times that I want the walls and maybe she don't. It's a manipulation to be like, babe, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. You looking good when you was wearing that outfit today. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that's the thing that got me riled up. You was looking good, girl. I was like, I'm like, oh boy. Okay, I'm good. I'm just go stretch right quick. All right, I'm going to go stretch. I'm going to go in there. I'm about to lift 300 pounds. All right, cool. You can say that to her. And in her mind, she can be like, okay, you know what? It's been 2 days and it's been rough. We've been running around like chickens with our head cut off. I think I'm going to is that really manipulation, or is that letting you know I have a need right now, and you get to decide whether or not you decide to move and fulfill it, or even if you like, yo, rain check you, I'm gonna rain check you. I can't do it right now. My back hurt, my leg hurt, my stomach hurt. This is my wife. My leg hurt, my stomach hurt, my back hurt. You know, I was in there up under that squat rack today. You had the audacity to put me under this daggone squat rack. You knew this joke was gonna hurt.
Y'all, pause. Side note. So I decided, brilliant me. Okay. What was it, Thursday? I decided, you know what? Because I usually try to do like a quick workout during my lunch break. I'm like, you know what, babe? He in the dungeon, in the garage, basically. I was like, I'm gonna go in there because it's been a while. It's been 3 years since I actually,
got up under some weight.
Yeah, got up under some weight, did some squats. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Why did I do that? Okay, bruh. Especially since I knew the type of pain that comes along with squatting. And we had an event this weekend where I was going to have to, be wearing heels and stuff like that, walking around. Why? Why did I do that to myself?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway. I just get that out there.
Yeah, but that's my wife, babe. I'm hurting now. Funny thing is with her, she'll be in pain, and she'll like if nothing happens, and the next day I'll be like, Dad, bro, I'm just like out here. You just gonna leave me out here by myself? You ain't doing nothing. She was like, we did this last night if you want to. I was like, you was telling me about how your body was hurting. She'd be like, bro, I'm 40, everything hurting all the time. I mean, you either gonna get it or you're not, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you. But that's not necessarily manipulation. You have a need, you letting your partner know that you have. You're letting your wife or husband, I'm trying to get rid of partner. You're letting your wife or your husband know that you have a need, and they decide that they're going to meet it. That's called communication. That's not manipulation. So sometimes I think that he may be skewing the line just because he wants something. Manipulation becomes when you start playing, all these mental gymnastics, and you start gaslighting and doing all of this other stuff. You're starting to become deceitful in order to get what you want. Right. That's when you start to move into manipulation, which is very different.
Right.
So I had to catch him on that. That's the point I'm going to stick on. There was other stuff there, but I feel like the video will be 30 minutes long if I keep on going with it.
If you guys made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and turn on your post notifications so that way YouTube know that you appreciate what we're putting down.
We're putting down.
All right.
Attraction. We attract who we are despite of who we think we are. You used the word, you said women who are equally yoked to you.
Yeah.
Equally yoked comes in many different facets.
100%. Balance, if anything.
They have been equally yoked to your low functioning dysfunction that you have learnned to survive in.
Because I use my tools to because first of all, let's you're acting as if I'm entering every scenario with the full me, and we all, every time someone meets someone, you're meeting their representative. I know how to turn on the perfect man.
Depending on the person,
therefore I may have manipulated a situation, and therefore so it's to no discredit to anyone else, but I've come into every situation. I can be God-fearing, celibate, the one that you want. I can tell you everything that you want in a man and show you that. I can open the doors, lay down the cloak, send the jet, do it all to be like, oh my goodness, I've never. And then Toxic Nick shows up, and you like, this got me.
No, but
he done gave me the draws, and I ain't heard from him in 3 weeks.
Love, sharing, caring, commitment. Love is two souls joined together as one. Love is flowers for no reason. Love is telling her all the things she wants to hear until you get the draw.
This the man a lot of y'all want, huh? But not specifically Nick. Highly successful, right? A lot of money, a lot of pull. He over here manipulating you out the draws.
He said it.
Manipulating you out of the draws. He's admitting it. He probably still gonna pop up with a baby within the next 2 years by another woman. This is absolutely crazy. But there are a lot of men out here who think like this. And because this is their reality, they think all men think like this. And you're not a man if you don't think like me. I'm sorry, once you cross over that line into deception, I no longer think that that is necessarily a masculine trait. Once you cross over the line to deception, it is quite plainly sin. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with it being a man. Yeah, this is how men move. No, bruh. It ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't it. You just want what you want when you want it. You're still moving like you are a 5-year-old because that's how 5-year-olds move. And that's it. You never got past it because the whole world is your plaything because you're one of those guys where the world can be your plaything. That's what happens when you have money. You can decide to use it and move responsibly, or you can be a pain and a menace to society. He's choosing in this particular part of his life to be a menace to society. It just is what it is. But I'm going to call it what it is. That ain't got nothing to do with masculinity. That ain't got nothing to do with being a man. That's just you and people like you. And I know y'all like to think that all men are like this, and men who say that they're not like this, is like, it's so crazy that they must just be lying to everybody. I hear guys say this a lot. And sometimes I hear from women too, talking about other things. Everybody gotta be like me. No. Whatever damage you got, stop putting that on everybody else. That's your damage. That's your issues. You the one who's lying. You the one who's cheating. You the one who's doing whatever. You're the one who's abusive. Whatever it is, it's you. It's just you. Don't put that on me, and don't put that on all men, and don't put that on all women. That's just you, and that's just your dysfunction, and that's your issues. That ain't everybody's issues. It's yours. There are some people who are not even driven by the things that you're driven by. There are some people who don't sit down and worship before the walls like so many do. Believe it or not, it feels crazy. It may be unbelievable to you, but yes, there are people who don't have your issues. They have other issues. Yeah. That's how this thing works. And that's why things like statistics matter, because you could be in your own world and think that everybody thinks like you. And it's a shock to you when you realize that other people don't.
This is true.
Perfect, because you named all of the low functioning, superficial things that a low functioning woman would fall into.
Church?
Women,
that
baby,
ain't low functioning.
Baby, any woman,
we going to see the Lord together.
Any woman or man,
or the mosque, wherever you want to go. I know them both.
Any person who's done the work, who gained a sense of self, who's worked on their pain pockets, who's worked on their trauma,
are still going to be vulnerable.
They're going to be vulnerable.
They're still going to yearn. And late at night when you're sleeping alone, you go, I wish I had a strong man to rub my back.
They're going to be imperfect, but that person would want a strong, healthy, functioning man, not a low functioning man.
Sometimes a nigga with some good hands.
Not a low functioning man. No, that's what I'm saying is the difference. But
every woman, you can't, Doc, you can't sit here and say that.
But you're speaking from your experience, which makes it better.
I'm saying,
because your experience of these women is that they fall short for a jet and a good meal and a good man who says he goes
and
to church.
And some strong hands.
And let me go further, and probably a big penis. But okay,
you said it, not
so
me.
let me go. But again, a high functioning. I'm not even talking about value. A high functioning woman who's done the work.
I'm trying to hear what this high functioning woman is.
Okay, she about to get into the high functioning woman thing.
Yeah.
But bruh. Lord have mercy. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So I know it's hard, and most of us will never make it. Not never. No, most of us ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna just be honest. Most of us ain't gonna make it to whatever age, 30 or 25 for a lot of us. Most of us are not gonna make it to marriage and not have partaken of or given the walls to somebody you're not married to. It's just one of the hardest things in the world to do, because especially as a teenager, you meet somebody, you like them, and they got the nerve to like you back, and y'all start hanging out, and your emotions shoot through the roof, and everything's crazy, and you're spinning in circles inside your head, and you like so nervous, and I can't believe you like me like that, and you're yearning for acceptance so much when somebody accepts you on such a high level. At a teenager with all of those hormones, your mind goes crazy. This is part of the reason why in a lot of those cultures, especially back in the day,
they married
the biblical cultures, they married young because they knew that was going to happen to you. And if you put all of that into your husband or your wife, y'all just going to pop out some kids. You're not in sin. That's part of the reason why the Bible says, I would rather you just get married instead of be out here fornicating, because the Bible didn't want there to be a whole epidemic of baby mamas. That's I heard somebody say that. An epidemic of baby mamas, because it causes so many other issues in society when you start at the foundation and just intentionally cracking it. So they were like, look, go and get married at 14. It's weird. I know. Trust me. I know. It's weird. I couldn't even imagine at the age of 14 thinking to myself trying to get married to somebody. I had just started liking girls like 1 or 2 years ago before that. Like it didn't really hit me until I was like 16. All of that like angst and stuff like that. But I understood, because like when my first girlfriend, when I was in high school, bruh, I was on cloud, bruh. It was crazy intense. And getting through that, and then other girlfriends and everything, to the time that you're married and not fornicating and stuff. It's a hard deal. But you can't turn around just because it's going to be something that's hard to get through and just be like, nothing's wrong with it. It hasn't caused any issues.
Well,
this single motherhood epidemic, like that's just a massive issue. It caused so many things down the line. We're seeing generationally how it's impacting our people. This is a part of the reason our culture is horrible.
Yeah.
We taking an L on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And just because it's something that's hard to get through does not mean that we need to act like it doesn't exist.
Right.
It's not really.
Yeah, we just ignore it. Like, oh no, that's not really there. That's not really there. That's not really there.
Just stop. We look sad. Seriously. Did you have anything to say? Because he's going into the high and low functioning women thing. Maybe we can make it another video so it's not super long.
I can't think of what it is. But I was going to say, maybe for the people who are watching this video, I don't know if they've been exposed to or that they've heard the difference between what a low functioning and high functioning individual, whether it's male or female, is.
I mean, they're about to go into that. I figured that would be another video though.
Stay tuned. We're going to make that a part 2. Okay? If you want to see what that means.
All right, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that subscribe button. I need you to hit the notification button. I need you to hit all the buttons. Thank you. All right, y'all. That was it for this video. We will be dropping another video on the Nick Cannon and Dr. Bryant interview. I'm gonna try to get them out sort of quick, and so you'll be able to see what else we think about some of the other things that happened in that interview. Sound good?
Sound good.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Everybody, down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Press the off button.